guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I wasn't originally going to start a YouTube channel when I first started my blog. I was just strictly going to do pictures and writing and just leave it to that. But lately I've been super inspired by so many bloggers that I'm really obsessed with, like Jaclyn Hill, Aspen and Parker. They're just amazing. And we also wanted to start vlogs for Italy, so we really wanted to get into it early and just really try our editing skills and just test them until we're perfect. With that being said, I've been off the grid kind of for a couple weeks. I've been super sick, but I have surgery next week, and then after 4th of July we should probably really start getting back in the swing of things. I'll write more about that on my blog probably. So my first video today is going to be about DIY bath bombs, DIY shower jellies, and maybe a scrub or two. I'm really excited to share them with you, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. So the first product I'm going to start with is a DIY Lush shower jelly. You're going to start with 1 packet of gelatin, and this is kind of like a dupe for their swoosh. And then you're going to add 1 cup of hot water and mix that up, but don't use a whisk because it'll create too many bubbles. Next, I'm adding half a cup of my favorite shower gel. Next, I'm just adding my shower gel into my gelatin and hot water mixture. Again, make sure you're stirring slow just so you don't create too many bubbles. I am then straining it just to get all of those excess bubbles out. You don't have to do this, but I like to. Now I'm just using some silicone cupcake molds and filling them about halfway up. And for fun, I just added the excess to a Ninja Turtle mold. After refrigerating your molds for about an hour, you can take them out and use them, and they'll last about a month or so. To start every lip scrub, I begin with 3 ingredients: blue agave, coconut oil, and pure cane sugar. I'm going to start by adding 2 tablespoons of the pure cane sugar into a small bowl. Now, as kind of a secret ingredient, I'm going to add half a capful of imitation raspberry flavoring, and this makes it so tasty when you lick it off your lips. Now I'm going to add half a tablespoon of the agave syrup. Next goes in about half a teaspoon of coconut oil, and then I mix it all up. Next I'm going to add just a drop of food coloring to make it a fun color. If you actually wanted it to tint your lips, I would add probably 3 or 4 just to make that color sink in a little bit. You now have a DIY lip scrub. Use it, lick it up, it tastes amazing and works so good. To make our DIY body scrub, I'm going to start with 4 ingredients: coarse sea salt, organic extra virgin coconut oil, which I picked up in the cooking aisle. Then I'm going to use mint extract, which I also picked up in the cooking aisle. Lastly, I'm going to use this essential oil that I picked up at Walmart. I started by melting down half a cup of coconut oil. Now I'm just going to add about a cup of the coarse sea salt. I personally like to use the coarse sea salt because it doesn't dissolve as fast as sugar and finer grained salts. Now that I have that mixed, I'm going to add my essential oil and about half a cup of the mint extract. For color, I like to add 1 drop of green food coloring. This will not stain your body at all, so it's perfectly safe. and just give it a good mix. Then I like to add mine just into a bowl that I have in the cupboard, and then you're done and you have an amazing scrub. To make our DIY Lush bath bombs, I'm going to start with 1 cup of pure baking soda. Now I'm going to add half a cup of cornstarch to my dry mixture. To my dry mixture, I am now going to add half a cup of Epsom salts. I am then going to add half a cup of citric acid, which can be found in the canning area, to my dry ingredients. Now it's time to start with my wet ingredients. I'm going to add 1 whole teaspoon of essential oils to my mixture. Once you start adding your wet ingredients, you want to make sure that you're mixing well in between every step. I'm now going to add 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. Coconut oil is what really keeps it together. If you think that you need more coconut oil, add more coconut oil, but don't go overboard on the water because water is what activates it. I'm now slowly going to start adding my water. I add about 1.5 teaspoons overall to my mixture. Now I'm just splitting my mixture because I'm doing 2 different colors. Remember, when you're adding your food coloring, you want to make sure you do it slowly because if you can tell, there is still a little bit of reaction with the liquid food coloring. After mixing and adding quite a few drops, I finally got to the color I wanted. I did the same thing with the blue food coloring. It is now time to mold your mixture. I got this cupcake holder, which I picked up in the cooking aisle from Walmart. During this process, it's really important that you try and pack down the mixture into the molds as hard and as tight as you can. I'm doing the same thing with the bottom side of the cupcake holder, and I'm going to overstuff them a little bit until I can mold them together. Once you're done filling and stuffing your mold and putting it together, you're going to want to throw it in the freezer for a few days until it is completely solid. Because my cupcake was so big, it will take a few days for it to dry out in the freezer, so I'm going to make a small Ninja Turtle bath bomb to show you guys a little bit quicker how the process works. For this, I'm using the same Jello mold that I used for my bath jelly, and I'm just compacting him as tight as I can, and then I'm going to throw this guy in the freezer for a few hours, and he'll pop out just like this and work just as good as any bath bomb. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed the video.